What's up everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be reviewing the film Morbius. Yesterday I read some reviews of the film before watching it today, and I gotta say that I lowered my expectations for the film before I went to watch it, and it did meet my expectations for the film because it was low enough. And two things before we start off the video. One is that this is a non-spoiler review video, so that if I think of a spoiler that I should talk about in the video, and I will notify you so you can skip like 20 to 30 seconds into the video to avoid that spoiler if you haven't saw Morbius yet. And second of all is that this video is made behalf of my opinion, and you could have a different opinion about this film. It could be bad for you or it could be good for you, but that's up to you. This video is purposely made for my opinion and what I think about this film. So yeah, and let's start off the video with the casting, starting off with Jared Leto himself. His performance for the character was good, but it could have been better. He could have done better. And Matt Smith, the villain of the film, his performance was also good. It was good. It was good for the film. It fit for the film. And then we have a few others who are essential to the film's story. And then we have this one guy that was supposed to come into the movie but never did. Michael Keaton. Well, he did come into the movie. We'll talk about that later on. And yeah, this is the two people in the casting I mainly wanted to talk about. So let's continue with the visual effects of the film. Yes, they were good. The visual effects of the film were really good. I gotta say it was slightly confusing a little bit, but it was good. The visual effect was made very good. And then we have to talk about what this movie did wrong. First of all, the runtime and how it left off. This movie is a short movie compared to the other good movies we have seen in Marvel and Sony. Its runtime is 1 hour and 50 minutes, and I think it could have done this. It could have been left off with a better cliffhanger than how it was left off in the film right now. It could have been better, but they decided to leave with this cliffhanger. And when I saw the movie and it ended after that cliffhanger, I was very shocked. I was like, wait, this movie ended? Wow. It was very short. It ran very fast. That's a good thing, and it could be a bad thing. It ran very fast. I didn't even know the movie ended. And then this is one of the main problems about the movie. The the trailer shots, yeah. Some scenes that really got us hyped about the movie in the trailer weren't in the movie. And since these scenes are in the trailer, I am going to say what it is. First of all, the Michael Keaton scene in the trailer, it was completely erased from the film. There is no Michael Keaton scene in the trailer, in the movie. There is a scene, but it's a totally different scene from the one we saw in the trailer. And then we have the Oscorp Tower shot in the trailer. That was also nowhere to be found in the film. And then one last bit was the Spider-Man poster on the wall was seen in the trailer. That was also not there. I didn't see it at all, and I paid closely attention to see where it is, and I didn't find it at all. And then yeah, those trailer shots, they removed it from the film, which is kind of bad because that's one of the main hype we had for the film, and they removed it. And then we have the post-credits scene for the film, the most confusing part of the film. Okay, this is a spoiler review of the post-credit scene, two post-credit scene. So down here there should be a text for where you should skip to, what time. You should probably follow that if you haven't watched the film yet, or if you're okay with spoilers, then sure. Spoiler in 3, 2, 1. The mid-credit scene, we see the purple rip from Spider-Man No Way Home in the sky, and then we see a jail cell and Michael Keaton appears in it. Then he is being released for not being guilty of anything in this universe because they don't know him. He mysteriously appeared as Adrian Toomes, exact one from the MCU. He came here. Now what's the problem is that they didn't really explain in Spider-Man No Way Home how this is possible. In the Spider-Man No Way Home, it brought people from other universe to the MCU. They never stated that from the MCU people can go out or how they can. And then we have the post-credit scene. The Vulture, Michael Keaton, Adrian Toomes comes to Jared Leto and talks to him. First of all, he has his Vulture suit from Spider-Man No Way Home. They say he built almost not the same one, but almost the exact one. But then again, how did he find the parts, the right parts for the suit? They should have explained it better. And then he suddenly got his suit from the MCU and he came. Okay. Then he said he was talking to Jared Leto. He briefly mentioned Spider-Man. He said, I don't know how I got here, but it has to do probably has to do something with Spider-Man. So he doesn't remember who Peter Parker is. That's a main point. He doesn't remember who Peter Parker is. So he doesn't remember. He only remembers Spider-Man, this guy, ruining his life. And then, yeah. So he wants to he's probably forming the Sinister Six. He asked Jared Leto to join his team. But what's confusing here is that how does he know Morbius? But then people said this in the review, that was the most confusing part. But I found it. He specifically says, I have been reading about you. So he knows about him, and that's why he wants to recruit him. I don't find it that confusing, but I think they could have done it better. Overall, this film was made for Sony to get some extra cash. This is like a 6.8 out of 10 film. One time watchable, and maybe I like the film a little bit. And then we really I'm kinda disappointed with the errors and the hype it created and how it did not live up to its hype. So that's all. See you in the next review or reaction video. Peace.